He is known for his prodigious talent and expertise in Talmudic studies. He is recognized for his determination to learn and study beyond his upbringing. His name is Salomon Maimon. Salomon Maimon, known as Shlomo ben Joshua in his early years, was born in the town of Zhukov-Borak near Mir in the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. Raised in a devout Jewish family, he was introduced to the study of Torah and Talmud at a young age. It became evident early on that Maimon possessed an extraordinary intellect, making him a prodigy in Talmudic studies. However, as Maimon's parents faced financial struggles, they made the decision to betroth him to two different girls, hoping to benefit from their dowries. This unfortunate circumstance created a bitter rivalry and added a layer of complexity to Maimon's personal life. At the tender age of 11, he found himself married to one of the prospective brides, a girl from Nesvish. By the age of 14, Maimon had become a father and began earning money by teaching Talmud. As his passion for knowledge grew, Maimon sought to expand his horizons beyond religious studies. He was fortunate to meet Rabbi Shimshon ben Mordecai of Slonim, who had studied in Germany. This encounter proved to be transformative for Maimon, as he borrowed books on physics, optics, and medicine written in German from the esteemed rabbi. Maimon's thirst for learning had been ignited, and he became determined to pursue further studies. Salomon Maimon, a philosopher hailing from Lithuania, embarked on a journey in his mid-20s, seeking knowledge and intellectual growth. However, his pursuits were not without challenges. In 1778, his residence in Berlin was abruptly ended when he was expelled for possessing a draft of a commentary on Maimonides' Mor Nebuchim. Undeterred, Maimon made another attempt to settle in Berlin in 1780 and found success this time, thanks to his association with philosopher Moses Mendelssohn and his entry into the circles of the Haskalah movement. Mendelssohn introduced Maimon to wealthy Jews in Berlin who became his patrons, supporting him while he delved into the study of philosophy. Maimon immersed himself in the works of Leibniz, Wolff, and Mendelssohn himself, expanding his understanding of the subject. However, his open espousal of Spinozism caused an issue in 1783 when Mendelssohn asked him to leave Berlin. Undeterred, Maimon embarked on a journey to Hamburg and Amsterdam before returning to Hamburg and eventually attending the Gymnasium Christianum in Altona. During his time in Altona, Maimon honed his knowledge of the natural sciences and improved his command of the German language. In 1785, he moved back to Berlin briefly before settling in Breslau, where he attempted to study medicine but ended up working as a tutor instead. His life took a twist when his long-separated wife, Sarah, and their eldest son, David, finally found him in Breslau. Sarah issued an ultimatum, demanding that Maimon either return to Lithuania or grant her a divorce. Reluctantly, Maimon agreed to the divorce. In 1787, a pivotal moment occurred in Maimon's philosophical journey when he became acquainted with Kantian philosophy in Berlin. This encounter led him to publish the essay on transcendental philosophy in 1790, where he articulated his objections to Kant's system. To Maimon's surprise and delight, Kant himself considered him one of his most astute critics. Building on his philosophical repertoire, Maimon went on to publish a commentary on Maimonides' Mor Nebuchim in 1791 and penned his autobiography in 1792/3. Salomon Maimon's life was a testament to his relentless pursuit of knowledge, even in the face of adversity and exile. His encounters with thinkers such as Mendelssohn and Kant shaped his philosophical development, allowing him to contribute unique perspectives to the discipline. Maimon's experiences remind us of the importance of intellectual curiosity, resilience, and willingness to challenge established ideas in our own daily lives, as we navigate the complexities of understanding the world and our place in it. Salomon Maimon, a prominent philosopher of the 18th century, offers a compelling perspective on the nature of consciousness and its relationship to the world around us. Maimon's philosophy centers around the concept of the thing in itself, a notion that explores the fundamental limits of human understanding. He grapples with the paradoxical nature of our consciousness, which can apprehend objects of thought but remains separate from the true essence of those objects. Maimon argues that the thing in itself, much like the imaginary quantity -1 in mathematics, exists outside the realm of conscious thought. It is unthinkable, as our consciousness is limited to what we can perceive and comprehend. The Kantian paradox, according to Maimon, arises from our attempts to explain the origin of our conscious experience. We try to understand the material world through the subjective lens of our minds, but this endeavor is inherently flawed and denies the very laws of rational thought. In Maimon's philosophy, knowledge of the external world is inherently incomplete. While we can engage in pure thought and gain perfect knowledge in the realms of logic and mathematics, our understanding of the world outside our consciousness remains limited. The problem of the thing in itself, therefore, cannot be fully explored or comprehended. This leads Maimon to suggest that philosophy should focus on the sphere of pure thought, acknowledging the limits of our understanding and refraining from trying to grasp the unknowable. Maimon's perspective on the thing in itself provides us with an important lesson for daily life. It reminds us that there are inherent limits to our knowledge and understanding. Instead of obsessing over grasping the unknowable, we are encouraged to focus on areas where we can gain true knowledge and insight. By accepting the incompleteness of our knowledge, we can embrace the sphere of pure thought and engage with concepts that we have the capacity to fully comprehend.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.